These are what I often refer to as the paying retirement plan, and they are lottery tickets. In this case, I have scratch offs and I have some picks for Powerball, Natural State Jackpot, our local in Arkansas, and the Mega Millions. Now, this is about $23 worth of tickets. I have 3 pick tickets for scratch off tickets. Yes. And the only reason why I have $23 worth of tickets is because one day in a batch, I had spent $20 for one $10 scratch off that won 20 today. And that's where it came down to. Otherwise, over the past 2.5 months, basically I buy tickets every other week and kind of stashed them and never turn them in. Maybe 3 months, maybe longer than that. I cashed them in and got that much money other than that $10 one, because one day I paid a 20. I'll explain in a second. I would have made back $7 in the investment in the lottery. Now, the investment lottery comes at a cost, and a very expensive cost, because as the prices of tickets have gone up for the Powerball tickets, the pick tickets, which is what I basically buy, I always said that the scratch-offs are essentially a fool's errand, and basically a sucker's bet. Well, this one paid off this time. The prices of the tickets going up mean I buy less of them often. Back in the past, many, many years ago when Arkansas started its lottery, I would go and buy a $2 ticket for Powerball, $2 ticket for the Mega Millions, and a $1 other type of pull ticket all the time, $5 every week or so, and go with that one, and then check them every month or so that way as well. Just check them online. They never won very much. If they did, I have to go in and cash them in. Once they came out with the vending machines, making it easier to get the tickets and scratch them off and get back, now I buy less. The Powerball is now $5. No, I'm sorry. The Powerball is now $2. Actually, so that's there. That didn't change very much. The Mega Millions is $5. It was $3 for a while. Now it's $5. They promise more wins, more prizes, but to make even on the ticket, you have to pay back $5. I've yet to make even on a ticket since they went up from 2 to 3. So I'm not expecting very much out of this investment of $23 in some random scratch offs in this case. And like I said, I probably won't take them back to the vending machine to check them off for at least 2 months. I won't buy another batch until at least next week or week after that, something like that, just because I'm in there. And I will probably spend, because of the higher cost of the pick tickets, because that's what, if you win, it means something. Buying $5 for the big one and $2 for the big one, that's $7. Rounded out to $3. Smaller tickets, $10 each. That day, I just happened to have a 20, and so I bought the $10 ticket on the whim that day. To this time, I bought a bunch of 5s because I know it's probably not going to win out there. Now, why am I talking about lottery tickets on a website entitled Very Boring Investment Advice? Lottery investments are not so boring. They don't pay out hardly ever, but they're not so boring. They are exciting. There's something, you go to a vendor or go to a machine and put some money in and coming out, and it's like going to a casino. So it's gambling. Gambling is not an investment. Gambling is gambling. Now, you could say that your investment may be an investment. Putting money in the stock markets is something akin to gambling. It goes up, it goes down, but it's not the instant high that you think you get by for paying roulette or paying poker or putting nickels into a slot machine. So do not think that your investment in some gambling operation counts as an investment. If you win money and you put it away, that's an investment. That's a savings. That's something there. If you put money in and it goes away, that's a loss on gambling, not a capital gains loss on investment. Now, to put it back to the analogy for actually the whole slot machine thing, you can sit there for hours and pluck nickels into slot machines, and you'll see the signs when you go in there that slot machines, they're all super loose. They pay back 98% of what goes out there, and people do win large jackpots, but 98% of what goes out there means the house always wins 2 pennies off every dollar. And so eventually they'll pay somebody $100,000 on some super mega big thing, but they've already gotten 10 times that much already throughout the day. So remember that. You could win a big hand in blackjack, and you may think that's your way to make your actual payroll because you're low on funds that day. It's an investment. It's a game of chance that can make up big money fast, but you can lose big money fast. Take your investments as in i.e. gambling, as entertainment purposes only. Only gamble, only put into the investment what you can assume you can lose, what you can actually get away with. Never bet the milk money, never bet the dapper money, never bet the mortgage to try to win big money. It may seem tempting. You may think that you have an actual chance. They don't have the odds written on these lottery tickets, but it's something like 247 million to 1 to hit these things. And so that's why it takes so long to get them, because eventually someone's going to win. It just probably is not you. And I never expect to win these things. That's why I never do the scratch offs. I buy the cheaper tickets by default that are the pick numbers because they go to the lottery and they feel good. But I rarely win anything more than $5 back on those, and it's rarely. So it's usually the $2 ticket may pay back at $2 every third or fourth time I go to check them in. And that's after buying a handful of them to check them in. Your gambling winnings are awesome, and you will be taxed on them because they could be great. But if you only win in $20 on a scratch off or only win $100 at the casino, nobody cares. So have fun with that. Make sure you're only putting down a couple $100 that you have spare laying around someplace, or a bag full of nickels that you can get gathered from your car dashboard at the slot machines. And when you go to a casino, as long as you're gambling, they'll give you free booze. So there's that. But remember, what you're putting into your gambling, what you're putting into your betting online in the sports books, which is another thing as well, what you're putting onto these here devil tickets that are not going to do much for my retirement. I mean, in fact, that $2 there, I could have put it into incremental stock pros on Robinhood, and that could actually have made me some money at some point in time. You have to think about it. This is for entertainment purposes only. So make sure you remember that when you're working on your investments that you know are gambling. Oh, by the way, the content provided by Very Boring Investment Advice, including but not limited to blogs, podcasts, and videos, and other materials, is also informational purposes only. It's considered that it is not financial investment advice, tax, or legal advice. That's not what I'm giving here. We are not financial advisors, and the information shared represents opinions and research which may not suit your specific financial situation. Any investment involves risk involving the potential of loss and principal. Past performances do not guarantee future results. By making any investment decision, please consult with a licensed financial advisor or a qualified professional who can consider your unique financial situation and objectives. Very Boring Investment Advice assumes no responsibility or liability for any errors, inaccuracies, or omissions in the content that we provided here. All investments are made at your own risk, especially gambling. Stay informed, do your research, and remember, boring can be smart, but not always your call. You can do what you want to do in that one. So take a risk. Have some fun. Throw a nickel down at a raffle or throw a couple $100 down on Bet It All on Black and see if that actually happens. But remember, that must be money you have to spare, to be entertained with, that if it's gone, you won't have any issues with. So remember that. And just remember that we have more actual decent investment advice about decent investments at veryboringinvestmentadvice.com. Visit us there for articles, blog links. We have links to various stocks and various ETFs and things like that to look into that may be off your radar, that you see them say, hey, let me do more research on that one. Research is key on all these things. And find out how things are moving. If you're looking for a very simplistic way, and I say that on purpose, not just simple, simplistic way to understand how the markets work and how to get your investments in, it's there. Go to our link at our website and click on the Robinhood link. It's an affiliate link, so if you use the Robinhood app to invest with them, we get a small commission back when you join up, and you still get your free stock on the way. And any other of the banner ads we have inside of all the other articles and things, they're affiliate links as well. They offer us a chance to get a little bit of money back, small commissions for your buying. So there's that. I'm not advocating these. Entertainment purposes only. Like I say, I win $4 every second or third time I go check them out. I got lucky this last time with the $20. That's the only reason why, because the machine lets you reinvest your money. I mean, I'm not going up to the lady at the long line at the Walmart just to get $20. I mean, that's silly. But reinvested in some more tickets, more fun. This will extend the life. I didn't have to pay any money today out of cash on hand, to buy more tickets today to fund my semi-addiction. So that's it. You know the disclaimer. Don't gamble your money away. Put it in safe investments. Do your research. Remember, you could lose money on those investments as well. If you're a bit worried about it, don't buy, I don't even be at a coffee can anymore, but don't put your money in a coffee tin. Don't have it under your mattress. Put it in the bank. They'll get you some interest on it, at least there.